scroll here. So after looking through the patch note, there's a few change that affect next SS7 a lot. Mostly is the nerf to all the damage from the crafting effects on the weapon. Like under the ring, there's a nerf to the armor penetrate and the element penetrate. And then they nerf all the survive. Most of the survive get nerfed. So for this new system, right, there is micro fade, medium fade. So I think the most useful one is the medium fade. And if you look down here, this part, undetermined fade, randomly unlock 1 to 3. But this doesn't say, is it micro fade or medium fade? What if you can unlock 3 medium fade? Then if you can unlock that much, then the dual kismet can be used more than just having 2 in the destiny passive. And under, like, the rest is like still okay. Like mostly for minion, you can increase the symptomatic troop +1 quality here. And there's also a lot of step strike. So mostly our end game, mid to end game, mostly we have to rely on these. Because early stage we can't really get the destiny passive node. If you can get it, it also be like freaking expensive. Like the Witch Cloak, this one is one of the max mana build will rely on this. So if, like, for example, if we can get, like, if we look at the node, I think you can get like 6 to 7 medium node. Like how many % of this damage taken is direct to mana? Maybe you can stack close to 100. Under the Terran tree, maybe we still can also get it. Because right now, the Torchlight Infinite database is not out, so there's a lot of stuff we're not really sure from the crafting effects, all that. And the active skill level, right? Our main skill level 1 to 20 and 20 to 30 is still also not out. So how's the skill level is? Like how many multiply damage you can get? No idea. Have to wait. Like step chance. So they nerf a lot of I think most step strike skill, right? They nerf from 30% to 20%. So you have to go find, like, go get the kismet. And then like the dual kismet is very strong. So for example, if we have 6 medium passive node, maybe we can get like 3, because you need 2 of these. And like you just look at this part for the Magus. What if you have all of these? If you can get all of these, then it will be like how many % effect for the Spirit Magus you can get. So, but it will be expensive. So, what I know is Irish 2 will be like so strong, because most buff they added is to the Spirit Magus and Minion. And second is the melee skill. Moonstrike is strong, but Moonstrike to stack a lot of critical strike attack speed, I'm not really sure is it that easy, because if you look close to the skill, right, Moonstrike need to get warm. I think he's used warm rather than using a melee weapon. And if you are using warm as a weapon, there's a lot of melee effects. Mock effect is not there. So I'm not really sure if the Moonstrike is really that strong or easy to get damage. They have to depend on the crafting effects. Like this one, Dual Kismet. This is like so strong. Release 3 step strike. You will gain the Blazing Sun buff. But this one is like still not bad. But how's the damage is, have to wait and test it out. Like for this one, gain level 30 precise acuteness inbutt buff. This is crazy for the melee build. And there's also a few things like for survive, right? Spellcaster have to use deflection. Armor is melee have to use armor, and then evasion. I don't think evasion will be strong. But neither you go for deflection or you go for armor. But mostly they nerf most our survive. So I think we also have to get a few armor. Armor, they want us to increase armor, evasion, and deflection, max energy shield. But max energy shield they nerf a lot, so don't think max energy shield will be that strong. But armor should be. This one is very strong. Like 2 dual kismet, 2 median node. You can get 1 deflection stack upper limit, and you still get 1 additional. 3 is our base. So this one is 4 and 5. 5, and then if you can get another one, it becomes 7. Maybe you can stack to 9. 7 or 9, maybe. Like this is crazy. And 1 deflection stack is reduced 10% damage. Yeah, additional damage. So it's like survive, evasion. That one is the armor one. The most important thing is this one. Randomly unlock. What if is there a way to get all 3 medium? That have to wait and see. And for Irish 2, I don't think I will play Irish 2. And for the new legendary gear, the 6 inside, Evil Heart. But there's one change that is really fucked up. Is they changed the but why is it not here? They changed the Ghost Slaughter from Strength Glove to Dex Glove. I'm not sure why. So Strength Glove to Dex Glove. It's like what? They only want you to stack evasion? I'm not sure. Like they always change the base of the item. I'm not sure why they want to do that. For example, the arcane boots become arcane hand. It's like for mana stacking, this will be like so strong. And also the Moonstrike is to be using this also. But between Ghost Slaughter and this glove, these 2 gloves will be the most expensive one. And then the Pactspirits, for what I know, they say that the rank 6 give a lot of buff. So in the end, Pactspirits is still pay to win. Like the new change to the Destiny system is just I'm not really sure I like it, because it basically forced the player to get better pack. And 3 drop pad, like past season, right? You only have to focus on drop pad. Now they want you to focus on drop pad plus better pack. How many Primo Crystal can you get? And how is new player getting those better pack? That is not sure what to say, man. Like this type of change. And for if you are playing Iris 2, this pack is very important. With and without this have a huge damage difference. So for the SS7, right? Which hero to play is depend on what better pack you have. Why is because of the early and mid stage, they nerf a lot of damage and survive. So if you have a lot of damage over time pet, play a damage over time build. If you have a lot of minion pack, or you have the Spirit Magus pet, then go play the Summoner. If you have a lot of spell, I think spell is the weakest. So maybe spell. Melee really have to depend. Like with and without the battle pack is a huge damage difference. Then the balancing, like you can look at all the balance, they reduce a lot of damage. And this is like they reduce all the T1 damage. You just never show what is the low tier one. Did they adjust the low tier also? They most probably will adjust the low tier. So how many at the early stage of the game, right? How to get enough damage? You only can base on your battle pack. And good luck, man. Like most of them get nerfed, like the seal based effects, they buff it out, but most of it is the damage, like the Worm and Scepter, or the skill level get nerfed. The critical strike, spell critical strike also get nerfed. Double damage get nerfed by 5%. Like this one is 15. Oh yeah, the spell damage, they reduce the spell damage. Like most of it get reduced. Yeah. Like most of them, like the SDs is the important one. If you are playing Rihan Anger, no, not Rihan Anger or Seating Rihan, right? We stack armor. That's one is for armor. You need to rely on these, but these is very hard to get. Like if we stack the armor to get minus 40% at the damage over time, we need to get full defense on the core talent. There's a way to get close to maybe 90%, 90 or 100%, reduce the additional damage over time. So it's best to stack armor, but if you use Seating Rihan, right, the Glow Slaughter is a dex glove. So you will lose some of the armor, and they buff up the favor effect. Most of the favor effect get buff out. So they basically want you to use Glow Slaughter. But in SS6, right, player found out that Glow Slaughter, even without favor, you got the damage increase. That is the bug that player found out. I'm not sure they fixed the bug for SS7. So even if without favor, right, you can go try and use the Glow Slaughter, see if your damage increase. Just that Glow Slaughter, they nerf it on the spellcaster. For melee build, range build, like attack and alignment damage, can use the Glow Slaughter for damage. And they also nerf the movement speed. They just don't want the player to run fast. And this is the armor. All helmet, chest armor have added. So we have to get these physical damage taken as fire. So for example, if you are playing CT Rihan, or you are using the, so you get physical damage convert under the helmet there. Physical damage convert to fire, and then you can stack a lot of fire resistance. Fire resistance can get critical strike damage. So maybe there's some use to the Flaming Evil. Flaming Evil is much better than Frozen Path. And then, yeah, this part, all the helmet. If you are using Dex, you can get physical damage taken as lightning or taken as cold. So this FX is very important for the survive in the mid-end game. They remove Imperial Might because of armor stacking and the evasion and max energy shield. They don't want us to stack too much, so they remove it from the game. And the new change to the Imperial Might just sucks in SS6. So this remove doesn't affect much. And Lone Walker boots become the ultimate, right? And this buff up for minion. So if you are playing neither Moto or Iris, Lone Walker Book will be another expensive summoner item again. So if you have Dark Surge pack, right? Dark Surge pack will worth a lot. Dark Surge, they increase the farming for Dark Surge. Yeah. Like, Ghost Slaughter is this part. Ghost Slaughter for the Dex Glove. Yeah. Though this is an increase of damage. And the rest is like not really important adjustment. But this one, the damage is too high. Most probably this will get nerfed. For the miniature White Sea Glove. And the rest is like some change to it. So the important thing for the core talent, right? Well matched get nerf for spellcaster. And this sucks. So no loose end. If you have max energy shield, you can't use no loose end. So this also sucks for some build. And then electro and the conductive get nerf. Electro, they change it, become getting numbered chance and lightning damage. It's like the gale is like increased by 5%. Not really sure. For what I know, they say that Tier 1 and Tier 2 is not really that good in SS7. Like if Tier 2 can still playable, maybe like the waiting attack and this legendary talent node can be some use to it. Like this get nerfed and you only can use one slate, 35% for your cooldown on your mobility skill, but maybe this only can be used for fast travel or for build like the Erica one using the Bing Strike that is left. Because on the Blade Runner you can get 35 and then one on your slate, so it's like what, 70%? Maybe only Erica one use it. And then now where to be found? This one most probably will be used by Tier 2, but for what I know, they say that Tier 2 is not really that good in SS7. But we'll wait and see. Maybe if you found this Piggy of the God for nowhere to be found, maybe you can save it and wait for people to create a build on Tier 2, then you sell this. Arcanist, most damage get nerfed and reduce the effect on max mana regen. Yeah, this part most probably is because of the Moonstrike. There's a disgusting change on elementaries, the penetrating. This one is disgusting. The change. Element ignore armor, but you gain 30%. This is additional 30% physical damage received. This is disgusting. It used to be penetrate, and then in SS6 it become element damage. Now it's even worse. God of War, all this is to buff up the multiple strike. Like this part, full defense. Additional 25. Like we used to use the full defense to boost up the max energy shield, armor from the shield. Now you can't do that. It's like only 25%. It's very low. But you still need. But they buff this. One block ratio equal to 1% damage over time. So this one is needed for player that play Seating Rihan. And they buff up the favor effect on the talent node also. Step strike. They nerf the step strike chance because step strike chance equal to the damage. Ranger still got like all these change for the summoner. This part reduce. Oh yeah, the arm, right? When the player is wielding a Worm or Thin Staff, minion gain additional 30% spell damage. So there's a problem. Summoner 2, not Summoner 2, the Moto 2, the Charge Calling, right? Will it work to the minion explosion? That is the main issue. If it doesn't work, that means this is added to the Irish 2. It's just to increase the damage on the Spirit Magus. And another huge change, Reflection. Increase minion gain additional 5% damage for aura, affecting aura on them. So this Reflection for the aura, the Reflection and the Long Walker boots, right? So that is like 5 aura. 5 aura, so here is like 25% more damage. And this one is also very important. Convert, like they nerf 20% to 8%. So this part you have to get on helmet and chest, convert the physical damage to the element. So this one and this is important. Crafting gear, have to go get it. So the Stepside Charm, I'm not sure is it hard to stack it out, but it should be much better than past season. And then nerf to Path of Flame, basically dead. And all the Ground Shaker, Hammer of Ash, Frost Impact. Like Frost Impact and Charted Plummet, who the fuck use them? Not much people use them. But they nerf the 60% alignment damage. So basically they don't want us to use. Hammer of Ash have been nerfed. Now they nerf all these important that give player damage. So Gamma 3 can't even play Ground Shaker anymore. And then they buff out Flame Slash. Flame Slash, this each time of area is converted to Fire Wave quality and speed. The requirement increased by 65. So this one is how fast we can stack the Fire Wave have been increased. If you play Flame Slash before, past time, right, we build up the Fire Wave is a bit slow. So these adjustments to increase the skill, to make the skill much better. And like each 115% area convert to Fire Wave, speed increase 15% to 30. So the Fire Wave come out much more often. So this is a buff. I'm not sure, maybe I will play Flame Slash. Moonstrike, I don't think everyone will go for Moonstrike. Neither I go for Flame Slash, but Berserking Blade, they say that it's a nerf, but I'm not sure. Like Flame Slash or Berserking Blade. Focus Slash is the area is too small. Icy Blade also. Moonstrike, without the new support, exclusive skill, right? Moonstrike, the hitbox is also very small. Whirlwind is for the Rihan Anger. Burning Shot, they nerf the base damage, like the ignite damage, all that. But now you rely on the Burning Shot, have to rely on the new exclusive support to make it into a Fire Terran build. And then the rest is like doesn't matter. Like they nerf the which one? Ring of Arrow and the Barrage. They nerf it. So Ring of Arrow, I'm not sure. 66% become 25%. They don't want player to use Ring of Arrow. And then the Barrage is dead, but Beam is also dead. Beam projectile damage, attack speed to projectile damage have been changed to additional attack speed to bomb damage. And Beam, no one play bomb, so Beam is dead. So dead. Warcry. So this part, this is like increased damage. Yeah, maybe this Warcry will be much better. And all the defense skill, right, get nerfed. Everything get nerfed. So for low level, right, the Flow Shield, don't really give enough physical damage reduction and fire reduction. So our early stage to mid stage is a pain. That's why if you don't have a good better pack, right, you will get stuck on the early, like for example time mark 7 and time mark 8, you will get stuck there. They nerf all the alignment like fire, erosive and physical damage, they buff the trauma, but wheel stacking and the ignite get nerfed. And then like all this doesn't, like all this you can look it up, like the element amplification, right? Damn. They rename to spell. No longer gain additional element damage to spell skill. Now gain additional damage to spell skill. So why this change? Because of the Spirit Magus. They basically want to make the Irish too freaking strong. For the Summon Thunder Spirit, right? They remove, no longer provide attack and cast speed. So low level, don't bother using Thunder Spirit. Can use the Flame of Rose. Like it still can regen life, and the Flame Spirit is increase the critical rating. For the Ice Ink Bud, this one no longer cause explosion, but this increase a lot of cold damage. When hitting an enemy, trigger force, like this is a cold damage. For example, Moonstrike, we can use Versatile, right? Versatile, when you use melee skill, no, when we use attack skill, it will give you spell damage. Can we use Ice Ink Bud to trigger spell? Will it work for the Versatile? So for the Pregame of the God, right? Versatile will be back again. So this one, because it's a spell core damage. If you use Erika 1 on Moonstrike, it's also not bad. Erika 1 with the Moonstrike, is it possible? Maybe. But they have to see and have to look at the crafting mob effects. So I can say that if this core spell damage work, like this spell damage work for Versatile, right? Versatile is the best to get on Moonstrike. And this, so the hero adjustment, Little Flash without without the Path of Flame, he's basically dead. He no longer have Little Flash no longer have fast reload. His reload is like so slow, so without fast reload, he will not have a high frequent of damage. So basically, Little Flash is like so dead. They buff out for the Berserker Rihan Anger, right? They buff out all their base damage, but that's an important thing is your rage. Like we only can get 3 level for rage. Consume 8, 7, 6. So 3 level. Extra level +1 hero trait level on the hero memory is like so expensive. So if we really need the 4th and the 5th hero trait level, right, for the rage, then this will be very expensive. It looked like they buff up a lot of base damage, so Rihan Anger is still not bad on early stage, but mid game, right? Mid game that really have depend on the rage. If he can't build up the rage, no matter how high your burst or how fast your cooldown for the burst is, you have no damage. Your damage just sucks. So by playing Rihan Anger is only strong in the early and mid. For mid to end game, that have to see. Seating Rihan, like they make the ritual of offering to level 45. So at level 45 we can summon the ancestor spirit. But at level 60, you still need to be at level 60 to have a better maintain of the ancestor spirit. So this part is not really buff a lot. Like they add this one, Berserker State. increased skill area, and additional 20 additional damage. So Flame Slash, Berserking Blade, maybe it will be like much better on CT Rihan, but there's a problem with CT Rihan is it's hard to maintain our Berserker state. It's not like Rihan Anger. Rihan Anger to maintain the rage is a bit easier, but for CT Rihan, the Berserk state is not that easy to maintain. So this what, and I don't really play CT Rihan much, so there's only a few things that I found out. It's still like his early state is still not really that good, but mid to end will be much better than the Rihan Anger. So yeah, if you want to play neither Rihan Anger or Seating Rihan, that really depends. One is very strong in the early to mid. The other one is you need to get the important item so that on mid to end you'll be much more stronger. But early is weak compared to Rihan Anger. And for the charge calling, all that, minion I don't play much, so I can't say. Erika 1 is still strong, but there's a little bit nerf to her cast, the attack frequent. There's a little bit adjustment to that, but overall, Erika 1 is to be still able to play. She's still strong. Just that, like, some of the attack speed we have to find on the Destiny. Like most of the thing that they nerf it from the hero trait, crafting item, or you have to find in the Destiny item, Destiny system there. So how good is it to farm the Destiny item? From my experience, don't have high hope. You will get like 1 week later, then you can afford anything from the Destiny item. Lightning Shadow, no idea. I don't play her. And Rosha is like got change. Is like not sure. This is like no change to Rosha. Bean is dead, and then Irish, no idea. Gamma, I don't really play. So for the Pactspirits, they nerf a lot of damage one and resistance. So they nerf a lot of resistance. So it's a bit hard to get your survive there. Like 4% physical damage taken convert to random become 1%. But this one is a magic. This should be a rare one. And this is the legendary. So this nerf crazy, man. And then the Warcry. Wow, Warcry also get nerf. Block ratio also get nerf. Like gameplay adjustment. So the important for gameplay is there's only one thing that is good. Dark Surge. Dark Surge, they buff a lot. 116% increased chance to drop ultimate becomes 430. Overall, Dark Surge is so much better for all the gameplay. And like God of Might, they nerfed the drop rarity to 50%. But farming ultimate Ember is still good on God of Might. God of Machine also have some nerf. Like non-legendary gear for God of War that can be duplicate. Now it's gone. Non-legendary trinket drop from the God of Machine Child have 10% chance. Non-legendary trinket. Like what is it? The prices, yeah. Good prices item, you can't get it. You can't duplicate. And this change is like, what's the point? Machine statue take 1 point, become take 2 point. So 1 life become 2 life. It's like, what the point with this change? And then Goddess of Hunting is not bad for farming. So it's like Dust Surge and Goddess of Hunting. The rest sucks. Like the cube adjustment is like and the Arcana map, because the frame sam dropped so much, they increase the drop rate for Flame Alley. Nightmare is dead. Don't bother playing Nightmare. So for the Nightmare, right, increased dream taking drop rate from Barber is like basically don't bother with the Nightmare. But the old way of farming dream taking is still work. Just that who need to get into Nightmare? Just farm the Sweet Dream for the dream taking. That's it. Miss Valley get nerfed. Like I say, Miss Valley in SS6, the drop rate for Flame Alley is too high. All the gameplay get nerfed, but Miss Valley doesn't get nerfed in SS6. It's not a good balance. So in SS7, they will 100% nerf it. And the Clockwork, they also nerf the frame element drop, but it's not listed here. I think that basically it for what we have now for the patch note. So for the gameplay, right? Gameplay, Dust Surge. If you want, you can go get the Dust Surge Legendary Pack, but I can tell you, Dust Surge Legendary Pactspirits is the hardest to get. It's much more worse to get than Kongs. So the Dust Surge, if you get rank 1 or rank 3, is so much better on farming, but if you're not willing to spend money on the game, don't go roll for Dust Surge unless you're super lucky. So this Dust Surge is like 500 or 1000 USD. If you're not willing to spend it, don't go roll for it. And Dust Surge is the good farm, Dust Surge and the Goddess of Hunting, and that's it for farming. Farming, like Arcana, I'm not sure. Arcana sucks. Nightmare sucks. Miss Valley sucks. Clockwork sucks. So overall, another thing is like you can farm whichever gameplay, season gameplay you want, depend on your legendary pack period. But Nightmare, right? For farming dream taking, you don't even need Nightmare pack at all. Because the Nightmare pack, the Shepherd will not increase the dream taking drop unless it's a barber. And we don't need to waste your time inside the Nightmare. So just farm it on the Sweet Dream for the dream taking. And Miss Valley only left with farming the activation medium. Activation medium is if you can, like on the first week or 2 week, just stay inside Miss Valley, farm and sell activation medium. But the lower of the Fame Alley drop, I'm not sure how much it will affect your farming. Frozen Carvers, they will sure nerf the drop rate of everything, and then you only can farm the exclusive support skill drop. So overall, for me, I mostly will farm Dust Surge and Goddess of Hunting. Unless the drop is not bad, but I'm not really sure. Don't have high hope. And this time around, they didn't really do a huge adjustment like SS6. So I don't think at the early lead we will met a lot of bug. But if there is a broken build like meta build, they will 100% nerf it. If not everything get nerfed, then we play what? Unless the meta build is the Irish 2, I don't think they will nerf it. Because that's what they want, is the making the Irish 2 is the meta. Like in SS6, right? Selena is like so weak. Like even in SS7, right? Don't play Selena. Selena is too weak unless you want to play on the. They nerf the base. They nerf the skill again. So don't play Selena at all. It's a waste. of your time. Go play other hero, and that basically it. So if there's any update, I think around this week, right? Asia time is already on the next week, so maybe around Asia time, January 8th of January or 7 or 8 of January, they will release the database or new patch note. If there's new release, I will update again, and that basically it for this video. If you find that it's helpful, give me some like and subscribe to the channel. If you have any question, just comment down below. Thank you guys for watching. See ya. Bye bye.